Well, good morning, guys. It is a beautiful Saturday. Welcome back to Buffalo's Project Garage. I'm Luke. This is Bella, the shop hand, right here. And we just went to Wawa, got ourselves some snacks, a little bit of a drink down there. Other than that, we are going back to work on the Ford today. Just like promised, the next video, today we start work on the sanding, the priming, and all that sort of stuff to get the paint done on this Ford truck. So I do have to move it forward on the jacks. I got to move all the other stuff in the building so we can sand it in the comfort of heat, because it is starting to get nice and cool outside. Fall, I believe, is coming to an end here in Florida, and we are slowly creeping into winter. Today it was 43, which isn't too cold for a lot of people, but me, I do not like that at all. Anyways though, guys, we are going to go ahead and get back to the house here, and we have a few chores we got to take care of first. Camo truck, battery's dead in it. I gotta put a battery shut off in the cab somewhere because it keeps doing this to me. And it's kind of my main garbage truck. And anyways, until I get the differential fixed in it. With that being said, we gotta move some jet skis and other stuff around, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'll see you guys back there. All right, and pulling back up into the driveway, we can see why the camo truck is a problem where it's sitting. Let's go ahead, get the jumper cables out, and get this thing moved. All right, enough fooling around. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually get this thing started up or not. Hey, there we go, with minimal knocking. Oh yeah. That killed it, damn it. Almost there. There we go. Gonna let that sit and idle for a little bit and charge back up. Anyways though, let's go ahead. We're gonna get this truck out of the way, and we'll get the tractor over here to move some stuff inside the garage. Phew. Alrighty, just got the gate shut back, got the camo truck pulled in, and then behind that we got the green truck over there with the jet skis. The tractor we were going to use to move the bed and everything inside to get the rest of the stuff in, well, family's using that right now, so we're going to go ahead and wait off on that, and we'll grab that thing later. But for now, let's go ahead and get started sanding on this cab. Man, I'm excited to see this thing painted and done, so enough talk like I always do. Let's get back to it. Check back in with you guys here. We, like usual, have sat around for too long and thought of something else to do. That something else to do is going to make this a lot easier though. Let me explain. I've only had these two shops in my shop the entire time I've been doing any body work, and every time I do body work, I curse only having two lights in my shop. I would really love to put one on an angle right there, and then one in front of the American flag right here on an angle downwards, but I don't want to block the flag. I've been looking for these 4-bulb light ballasts, whatever you want to call them, online. I got them from Lowe's. They, I guess, don't exist anymore, so we're going to drive down to the store, walk down to the aisle, get us two of these, add them on a single switch so I can turn, my body work lights on when I'm in here doing stuff like this. Maybe by then, when we're done with the shop upgrade, the tractor will be available. We can get everything in here and work on it all at once and get everything nice and dusty all at once and clean up once. I'll check back at the end of the video and see how that goes. Anyways, I'll be back.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket.
What's up, everybody? I'm back again in the Buffalo Project Garage. We have everything put in here for this Ford. Let me walk you guys around real quick. I am in love with these lights. I got this other one right here I can move around for doing spots, stuff like that, especially behind the bed over there. I'll get to that momentarily. Anyways though, you can see this is probably where we'll be starting since we have a little bit of porosity in our weld from when we had fixed this back here. We're gonna fix that first, do any dents, Bondo we have to do on the cab and the hood and that sort of stuff, which as you'll see right here, We definitely have a little bit more metal work to do, and then we'll be able to Bondo that, get it nice and flat. But anyways, inside of the bed that is now inside the building are the doors that I have to go buy some holders for. I really want to go to Harbor Freight, Northern Tools, somewhere, Amazon.
We could do anything. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Ooh, all right, guys. So what has been probably 30 seconds for y'all has been about 2 or 3 days for me. Welcome back. We have sanded the entire truck down, everything but the doors. I have from Amazon a few things on the way, and a few things I've already gotten here. I'll show you guys, but I got a little door stand jack holder thing showing up, so it'll be a lot easier to sand and paint those in the future. Other than that, we have some high spots that we need to get out. We have some low spots everywhere that it's black. I've feathered just so we can sand out and see if I can do it with another coat of primer, or if we actually need to add some more Bondo, and or maybe just a little bit of icing in some of these areas depending on how bad it is. There's still a few little areas like the corner here I have yet to sand. I got to get a smaller sanding pad. The doors I haven't sanded yet. Like I told y'all, I want to get them on the stand. This stuff I just have out here, the fuel door and some other stuff to remind me to not forget to paint it, as I want to put some primer on them. Even though they look pretty good, I just want to scuff it up and make it, Anyways, over here we are going to be mostly working on this tomorrow. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, and I have all day to work on this. So tomorrow's goal, since we already cleaned most of these, is to kind of go through, fine-tune the cleaning. There's still a little bit of stuff I have to get off. But back to Seymour. We are going to be doing some original cast iron gray finish. I am pretty impressed with the color of this. I did test it a little bit earlier on some metal, and I think it'll match pretty good, especially to this. It's a little bit darker than this one, so I think the customer will be pretty happy, and I think I'll be pretty happy with the outcome as well. Anyways, though, one other little update. I managed to stop by the customer's house, show her some pictures, some updates of this vehicle, and oh man, she didn't even recognize it. She is so thrilled from how many dents and dings were in it. I can't wait to have it running and actually show her the finished product. But with that being said, though, we got our paint in. I have some more paint coming on the way from Amazon as well. I got some seam sealer coming on the way. That way, underneath the hood, other areas, and especially inside of the cab, we can seal up. I have some sound deadener coming on the way for the inside, too, once we get it painted. But I do, where we did all the rust proofing with the OSFO and also some welding and other stuff, I got some Bondo I need to take care of. And anyways, though, what we're going to do in here is paint it, then do the sound deadener over that, and then start doing our carpet and interior once we have the new glass in the cab here as well. Sorry for the blinding light. Back here, there's just a bunch of Bondo. We got to get this smoothed out. Of course, it's never really going to be seen by the eye, so I'm not super critical about this, but if someone pulls the bed off and wants to put a flatbed on it, I don't want them to have to do body work. So that's a little ridiculous. We're going to make it look nice and smooth and professional most of the way. Anyways, though, I will be back with you guys in the morning when we are working on some of the casting and stuff. And until then, I'm going to get me some good sleep. I will be back then.
The next day.
We're back. It's the next morning, and I went to town, got some supplies that we need to keep this project going. Let me show you real quick. So down here we got some green sandpaper. This is the good high-tech stuff. I did write dry on there because I also got a box of the sticky right there for using on my different types of, this one, it's a little more stiff, so I like using this one for body work. I have some smaller little, these guys down in there I like to use for on the corners and, when you're getting tight up in here and stuff, but it's also nice to have one with a little bit of flex for what we're doing. Anyways, though, everything is dried from our little dust coat yesterday, so we're going to go ahead, sand the rest of this down, get all the little corners and stuff, kind of like here on the bed that I didn't get. And once we get all that sanded down, my plan has shifted. Instead of doing the casting and all that stuff like we had talked about, I want to go ahead and get a coat of primer, white primer over all this gray, so we can do our 320, our kind of final sanding before paint and everything, and see if there's any high or low spots after we do the rest of our little bit of body work touch-up today. So anyways, I think that's a lot to ask, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try today. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right back to it. And it's been 4 days, just like that. It's Sunday. I'm back with you guys. I know I said I'd be back Thursday. Life goes. Anyways, I got a lot of work done I got to fill you guys in on. I got all the Bondo work done. We put a bunch of icing over top of some spots that we had to kind of smooth out a little bit more. We have prepped the entire truck, bed, doors, everything. I have the doors hung up on the little door tree over there. I'll show you guys in a minute. But I have some more stuff I have acquired recently that I want to share real quick. This is what $1,000 of paint, primer, clear, seam sealer, stuff to do it with, etc. I have completely revised my little cart right here. I've gotten everything stocked up the way that we need it to be for the rest of this project. With that being said, I have direct to metal, some high-tech primer that we're going to be using here with the correct thinner. With that being said, I got high-tech top coats as well. First one we'll be doing is the factory white base coat, kind of like the fleet color, and then we're going to be going over and doing the GM factory white diamond pearl. This is what you see on some of the Cadillacs and that sort of stuff. I think it'll pop pretty well. I'm excited, especially to see what the customer will think. But then we have some Dynacoat Euro Clear Fast over here. For the thinner, I believe I got some medium is what this is, medium fast. So whenever we're spraying it down in hopefully 65 to 75 degree weather, we won't have any problem with this or with our paint because we also have some medium reducer we're going to be using. Other than that, we got our high-tech seam sealer. Since we got everything prepped out, doors and all that sort of stuff ready, whenever we were, a long time ago, I think 2 videos ago, we prepped everything for the seam sealer to be put back in underneath the hood, inside the cab, on the doors. So next step, we're gonna go ahead and get to that, and then we're gonna go ahead and spray some primer on this truck tonight, guys. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to it. Well, it is that time. We got our spray gun set up right here, and we also got our mixing jugs and all that sort of stuff. We're gonna go ahead, mix this up. It's a 4-to-1 ratio, 4 paint to 1 reducer. So we're gonna go ahead, get this done and get spraying on the truck, hopefully, and wrap up before an hour, hour and a half or so I can get some food in me. Anyways though, enough talking. Let's go ahead and do this. Man, I'm excited to get this done.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough.
So real quick, I just want to bug you guys and show you something pretty cool I've been working on. I got some new merch coming to the channel here, and I think it looks sick. Anyways though, we got shirts, stickers, hoodies, hats. I got some other stuff I might be working on too. Anyways, I am super excited to release it to y'all. It'll most likely be out right within December, so sadly we won't be able to get it in before Christmas, but it'll be right in time for the new year. Anyways guys, if you like what you saw, definitely leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and let's get back to the video.
Mysterious because you are behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No,
Welcome back, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and leave my mask on for this because it's still pretty fumey in here, but we have everything painted, as you can see. Oh man, it's so nice to see this as one color. It's so nice to see this as one color after, I mean, almost 2 years of this thing sitting in my yard and just working on it over time. But new spray gun worked great. Towards the end, you can see the tip kind of got to be a little bit gummed up here. and it kind of started to do a bit of a Nike symbol whenever it was spraying out. So with that being said, we have a little bit of primer left over, but we're not going to use this on anything. We got everything coated plenty on everything. With that being said, we're going to go ahead, clean our gun up best we can, run some, I got some mineral spirits down here or some whatever. We'll figure that out in a minute. But I will be back with you guys tomorrow, and we're going to go ahead and start sending this down to some 320, and man, am I excited to get some nice, shiny, glossy, pearly paint on this thing. Then we're back to the interior. Anyways, though, I will see you guys then. Well, alrighty everybody, we have had a change of plans. I am going out to the junkyard today. I got my bag with me, and there's actually a 1992 Ford inline 6 F150 custom, same thing just like this, that has shown up there 3 days ago. So we are going to go out there and pray that there is still a tailgate, because we need a tailgate before we can paint this thing and finish up 100% the body work. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead, take the truck out there, and I will see you guys when we get there. Well, we have made it in, and we are heading to where the Ford should be, at least on what the guys told me from up front. So anyways, let's go ahead and keep searching. Well, here we are, guys, right here. Look at that. You can see, still got the tailgate, a few dents, but it is so much straighter than the one we have. We're gonna get this tailgate, a bunch of other parts off of this truck, and I will be back with you guys very shortly. Oh, they got it. And it works. Oh, you can't even beat that. And it works. Oh, man. Can you believe that? It actually works. And it's got the chrome handle on it. All right. And this truck even has 2 good tires. Boom, right there. Anyways, locked. I guess we can see why this thing is here. Not a whole lot left up front. Interesting. You know, I wonder if this is entirely intact, we may get this for the plastic support behind for the grill. Once again, I'll be back shortly. All right. Done. Done. And just like that, I have more work to do. Hey. Anyways, this is not banana shaped like our last one, which is good because it means less work for me. but it still needs more work. So I'm going to go ahead and get back into it again. Dear God, hopefully it'll be less than a day before y'all see me again. Might not be. We'll see. Welcome back, campers. Today, I still have a lot of shit to do. Anyways, we're going to start today out. We're going to go ahead and get some cast blast on all of these items right here. I'm returning to the Seymour paint brand that I had used before, not just because of the can and the amount of stuff inside of them, but also the actual material that this is made out of is great for cast objects, aluminum, iron, that sort of stuff, which is mostly what we have here, except for the battery thing. We'll be using some Rust-Oleum gloss black for that. Anyways, though, feels good to get painting. That's mostly why I'm doing this, because it's been like 2 days since y'all saw me last. There's been a lot of sanding. It sucks. Anyways, welcome to bodywork. We're gonna go ahead and get back to it. We're back and super happy with the outcome. Let me show y'all real quick. Beautiful gray on this casting. Same on the lower part of the intake here where our injectors go in. I mean, I'm just so happy with the outcome of this stuff. This is the black Rust-Oleum I was showing y'all. But, I mean, all the way around, just everything looks... Oh, I'm not blocking the sun. I'm just so happy with the way all this stuff turned out. I'm sure this is gonna look brand new once we all get it on there. Anyways, though, this definitely reinvigorated me to go ahead and keep on going on the truck in here, so I guess we're gonna get back to sanding, but I'll give you all an update real quick. Everything on the cab here is done, other than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a little bit to do on the hood still. In here, I OSFO'd and cleaned as much rust out as I could last night. I saw this here, so now we're gonna go ahead and crumple that a little bit, try to make it nice as we can, and we're gonna seam seal it. The doors are 100% done, 320, gridded, prepped, good to go. I haven't even touched the bed, so let's get started.
And here's where 3 files got corrupted. Anyways, no time lapse on the sanding for you guys. We're just gonna get straight to painting.
Let me tell you guys, I am invigorated, excited, and a bunch of other words, including discombobulated. I got Red Bull and I got some food in the microwave. I don't know why. Second note to that, I always paint at dark. I don't know why. It's always been this way. Every time I've painted, here we are. Anyways, today, we are finally gonna be doing our top coat in the white fleet, followed by, you can't see it over there, our Cadillac GM color pearl, and then our Euro clears. I did pick up another gallon of clear and a thing of reducer because I did not think that I had enough. With that being said, campers, we're gonna go ahead and get started. back. Time to get some shiny white diamond pearl on this truck. It is now completely white, as y'all can see. And with that being said, there's a few places there were some bugs that I got out. I turned the heat on and have controlled, I would say, 70% of what was in here. So, let's go ahead and get busy again. All right, welcome back, guys. We have some updates for you here. As you probably saw in the video, we have all of our pearl down onto everything. So I'm really happy with the way the doors came out, the cowl, gas cap had a little bit of a bug get in it. I'm super happy with the bed all the way around. Other side, I'll walk over here real quick. Damn. Excuse me. Anyways, other side looks pretty good as well. We had some issues with the hood. We're going to go ahead, do the clear coat on the doors, the roof, fenders, tailgate, all this stuff here. Tomorrow, off camera, sadly, I'm probably going to have to sand a little bit of the hood down, do the white base coat, and then do some, pearl, and then do some clear coat. Luckily, I have a little bit left over of everything, so I'll be able to do that. But let me show you what happened. I don't know if it wasn't cleaned properly or what I missed here, but you can see we got some bubbling where in the cross hatching from some sanding here. We got 3 runs on the front, which is I had 2 other runs in this whole project, and nothing didn't do this, so I think there was something on the hood. With that being said, if you look right here, might not be able to see it on camera. Yeah, you can see it on camera. Right there, I did not get enough white base coat down, and you can see some of the gray in the hood. So we have to sand that down, put some new white base coat, then do our white diamond gloss, whatever, pretty finish, and then do some clear coat over that. But not a big deal. We're going to go ahead, throw some clear coat on this, try to wrap this video up because it's like 1 in the morning and I am very, very tired. And other than that, then I'll be right back with you guys. Whew! I am so happy, even though I still have a little more work on the hood and tailgate tomorrow, to finally have this done. Oh, this has been a long time coming. I am so happy. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a subscribe. Definitely make sure to check back for the merch soon because I will definitely be having that drop soon. I'm excited about it. It's the first merch drop. I think it looks pretty sick too. Anyways, guys, I will see you next time. This has been it for this episode. Next time, it'll most likely be the interior, little bits and bobs, putting the engine back together, that sort of stuff. But anyways, I will see you guys next time.